Welcome to the part 5 of this camel series. In the previous videos, we have texture painted the camel, and also in the previous video we have added the particle system, and now in this video we are going to rig this model. So I have added the predefined rig of the horse. We are going to modify this horse rig and convert this horse rig into the rig which will be suitable for the camel. So here I have added this horse rig and I am scaling this rig so that it can match with the actual size of the horse. Apply the transformations by pressing Ctrl A so that it doesn't cause any issue at the later stage. Now in the edit mode, we can align each of these bones with the respective proportions of the body of the camel. So just follow along this process. Again, if you don't understand which bone where to place, so there are the names of the bones displayed on the left hand corner of your screen. Under the orthographic view, you can see those bones name are available, which I have selected, or whatever the bones you have selected. Always try to start aligning the bone from the bottom of the leg, as it is the most simple process where you can easily understand which bone where to align. So we have aligned the bones of the back leg, and now I am aligning the front leg bones. So here you can see, as soon as I rotate this, it is not aligned. However, we can fix that in a later stage. Now just quickly align each of these bones around the spine. So certain bones, these are the bones we can delete it, which are not required in the rigging of the camel, as those bones are of the horse rig. So now you can properly align each of these bones of the mouth and also the eye bone and the rest of the bones. Now in the object mode, you can place it properly. Now going back to the pose mode, you can also do some necessary changes where you think the bones are not aligning properly. You can align them properly. Make sure that the bones are inside the body and are not lagging too much out. So just keep on making those changes. So I think I might have deleted those ear bones while deleting the extra bones which came with the horse rig, so we can manually add some of the bones. So here I have aligned those ear bones. Now again doing some of the necessary changes and aligning the bones properly. After you properly align your bones, you can parent them with the body of the camel. So I have parented those things, and where is the viewport display? Okay. So here you can see it is working properly. Even the legs are working properly. So here you can see there is something problem with the mouth. So just clear the parent, and we can fix that while going to the edit mode and making some of the necessary changes. Now coming to the mouth, we can also change the position of the tip of the bone. So now again parent the camel with the bone, and let's see how this goes. So here you can see. Okay, so again I am clearing the parent and just moving this right over here so that it covers the larger amount of mouth. And again we can parent this camel with the bone, and let's see how this goes. So now it is moving perfectly. Yes, even this is also moving perfectly. So we have done with the rigging of the camel, and I think we should move on to the animating of the walk cycle of the camel, as each and every bones are working properly. So here you can see even these legs bones are working properly. Make sure that each and every bones are working properly, so that you do not have to go back to the edit mode and change the position of the bone while editing, or animating. So now going back to the pose mode, Alt G, Alt R to come to the rest position of the bone, and I am also checking the movement of this tail. It is also working properly. So here you can see I have this reference of the walk cycle of the camel, which I downloaded from the Google, and we can use this to have a good kind of walk cycle of the camel. So this walk cycle will have 12 poses, and it will basically have a 12 frame walk cycle. So let's start animating. So we can follow along the reference, and you can see one of the front leg is in the air. So we can rotate this bone of the leg. But before that, let me add a ground. So I am adding a plane, and this will act as a ground for the camel, so that our camel does not walk on the air and it stays on the ground. And you can also extrude this ground into the Z direction while going to the edit mode. So here you can see we have a ground which is visible to us. And again, coming back to the pose mode, so from the reference you can see the legs which are darker in color are actually the legs which are away from our view, so they are darker in color. So you can see I have rotated that particular leg which is in the air. Just roughly align each of these bones and they will work properly. So in this case I have rotated this lighter leg which you can see in the reference. So it is away from its original position, so that's why I have rotated it. And you can also rotate the back leg. Okay. Also rotate this tail. You can just follow the reference and everything will be fine. So just add a keyframe at the first. But I have changed this to the 0th frame so that we can have a start from the 0. So this is the fast forwarding process, and I think it is very easy, so you can follow along these things. So we have done with the animating process of the work cycle of the camel, and you can see it is looking good, it is not bad. However, we need to do certain amount of weight painting on the behind leg. So this is use of the behind leg, which is having a kind of dent into the stomach. So you can fix that with the weight painting process. I will show you, don't worry. Rest everything is working properly. So here I am just checking from the different angle. So if there are any areas which are not working properly, so you can always check those things from the different angle, from the side angle, from the front angle, and also from all the angles you can check these things. So now coming to the object mode, select the rig first, then shift select the body of the camel, go to the weight painting tab, so here I am changing the keyframe and coming to that particular point of keyframe where the dent is coming into the stomach of the camel. So I'm just searching that kind of keyframe. So at this 20th keyframe, there is the problem. So I am selecting this bone which is causing the trouble, and we can slightly paint over these areas. So while painting you can see it is causing more dent, so we need to reduce the amount of paint. So I am just painting with the 0 value of the weight so that the influence of the bone reduces on that area and does not affect that area while walking. So just paint with the dark blue color so that the influence of that particular bone reduces on that area. So you can also switch on the keyframes. So now you can see the problem has been slightly solved. We can also improve that weight painting process. So again, now again go to the weight painting tab and we can blur out those areas and also reduce the weight and keep on changing the weight where you think the influence of the bone should be and where the influence of the bone should not be. So you can always keep on changing the weight and also keep on blurring the weight. So here you can see I have reduced a lot of weight on that area. I think this should work properly. So this result is much better than our previous result. And we can also fix the weight painting on this area too. So you can see there are certain weights which are not working properly, so I have just painting those things. You can also do this with all the bones, unless they are causing problems. Otherwise, don't touch those things. You can also come to the pose mode and do some of the necessary changes. So here you can see I am just reducing the weight at this area. In your model, while animating, there may be some different problems, not around the leg or maybe around the neck. So you can also work on those things. So this is a bit time consuming process and you need to spend hours and hours on making this process a good looking one. In this video I have just fast forwarded this thing, so it may be looking very easy, but it takes time to fix the weight painting and all those things. So now you can see it is working much better than our previous attempts, and I think I should end this series, as this was the ultimate aim of the series, the animating of the walk cycle of the camel. So I am taking your leave. Have a nice day.